Hey guys, Taylor here and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you've already been here, thanks for coming back. So in today's video, we are going to be doing this full face of LYS. We're going to be trying out the new full coverage triple fix concealers, and I was like, why not just turn this into a updated full face of LYS, because I have a ton of products from LYS. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look, then please keep on watching. Before we start the video, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Please turn your post notifications on so you get notified every time your girl uploads a video, and follow me on Instagram. And with that being said, let's jump right into the video. Alright y'all, so the brows are done and I did a quick eye look. So while my lash glue dries, I'm going to go in with some of the Think Bright Glow Plus Hydrate Serum. This is a very nice hydrating serum that gives the skin a really nice glow. I use this whenever my skin just needs a little bit of hydration. If I'm going to use a matte foundation, or if I just want a little bit more glow to the skin. If you've ever tried the Lineage Glowy Makeup Serum, it's kind of like that. So yeah, I've been really enjoying this one, so I'm going to go in with this. By the way, you guys, this serum is very lightweight on the skin, so I'm just going to let this sit for a minute and then I'll go in with my primer. Alright y'all, so for primer, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer. I don't have the LYS primer. I think that is the only product that I don't own from LYS. So I'm just going to use this one from Fenty. And once again, I'm going to let this sit on the skin before I go in with the foundation. Before I apply the foundation, I'm taking this brush from Shop Next A. This is the F19 brush, and I'm going in with some of the Aim High liquid highlighter in the shade Fearless, just for a little bit of highlight underneath the foundation. I'm just going to apply this on my high points. As you guys can see, that highlighter is another very lightweight, glowy kind of liquid highlighter. It does what it needs to do without doing too much. For the foundation, I'm taking the Triple Fix Serum Foundation. I use this in the shade DG7, and I'm going to apply this with my Juno sponge. So the foundation is on, and this is what it's looking like. Honestly, this foundation, I feel like this shade is perfect for me both summer and winter. Like, just look at how good this foundation looks. Every time I use this foundation, I'm like, whoa. It's just amazing. It's the perfect foundation. Once again, I use the shade DG7. I do have a code with LYS, by the way, so I'll have that on the screen and in the description down below for you guys if you want to try anything from LYS. But I'm obsessed with this foundation. So moving on to the star of the show, the concealers. I wanted to do a review for this concealer since it first launched, but the shade that I received in PR, which is the shade TG7, like honestly, it wouldn't work. So I waited until the concealer was available online Sephora. It took a while to come in stock online Sephora, but when it did, I grabbed it up, and then it took a while to get here with shipping and everything. I don't know if it's because the concealer isn't available in store why it took this long, but I finally have both shades. So as I said before, I've got the shade TG7 in PR and I ordered the shade TN6. I'm going to swatch both shades and show you guys. So the shade TG7 is a little bit golden. Well, it's too golden for my liking. I prefer my concealers to have a more neutral undertone. You'll see what I'm talking about once I swatch both shades. Alright y'all, so before I show you guys these swatches, this is what the concealer looks like. The package, sticking with the triangle theme and the frosted glass, just like the foundation. I'm here for the package. It is gorgeous. So now for the swatches, this is the shade TG7 that I told you guys that I got in PR. As you can see, very golden, way too golden for the under eyes. And this one is the shade TN6 that I picked up on Sephora. As you can see, more in my speed, a very nice neutral undertone. So love that. So I'm going to be going in with the shade TN6. And this is the perfect shade to brighten the under eye, but without being too bright. So I'm going to let the concealer sit for a minute and just quickly contour my face. I'm using the Fenty Beauty cream bronzer just a little bit in the shade 06 Chocolate, and I'm taking this on the Merit blending brush. So I'm going in with the sponge that I used to apply the foundation to blend the concealer. Before I blend my under eye, let me just say the concealer blends really nicely. It is bright but not too bright. It's that really nice in-between shade that you use for like everyday wear. So when I'm going for like my everyday kind of makeup look, then I'd use this concealer because you don't want the under eyes to look too bright. So that's what this shade is giving. But I really like this. I love the undertone of this shade. Honestly, if I was supposed to try the concealer in the other shade, the TG7, I honestly would not have liked how it looked under my eyes or just on my face in general, because it is too golden, and I personally prefer my concealers with a more neutral undertone. But so far I really like the way how it looks on the skin. All right, so for the under eyes, it isn't bright enough, but it is definitely giving coverage. I wouldn't say it's full coverage, but it's like a nice full coverage, like full enough kind of coverage. It's not as full coverage as the ABH concealer. It is a really nice coverage, I'm not even going to lie. And I like the way it looks under my eyes. I would definitely go a shade above if I want a more bright under eye, to use this on like my glam days. But so far, I really like the way this shade looks under the eyes. Before I set the under eye, I'm going to go in with some blush. This is in the shade Passion, my favorite from LYS. And I'm using this Wet n Wild brush. Like, just look at this blush. Gorgeous. Like, applying the blush to the face literally just gives the skin so much life. Like, I love this blush. Going back over with the sponge from the foundation just to smooth all of this out. Just so it's not too much. Alright, also to set my highlighted areas, I'm going to go in with the Triple Fix Translucent Setting Powder in the shade Ambition. This is a very nice yellow, but not too yellow kind of powder. It gives a really nice bright under eye without being too bright, like definitely skin-like, which is what LYS is all about. I really love this powder. Like, I wish they would give us a loose powder with this shade. It's just amazing. Love this. So I'm going to use the sponge that I use for the concealer just to blend any creasing that happened under the eye, and then I'm going to apply this powder with a brush. I just personally prefer to apply this with a brush. The brush that I'm using is the M438 from Morphe. And I'm just going to press the powder under my eyes. what the powder looks like on the face. A very nice smooth kind of powder. If you want a more set under eye, I'm gonna show you what I do with this powder. So I take a dry sponge and I pick up some of the powder like that, and then I just press this under my eye. I use a dry sponge because if I go in with a wet sponge, it's going to make the pressed powder look cakey and you'll probably mess up your powder that way. But if you go in with a dry sponge before, like having a layer of setting powder on your face, then that is probably going to lift the product off your face. So this is just what I do just to get that nice set under eye. Then after I do that, I take my damp sponge and other Real Techniques and just press everything in. I'm going to take a all over powder just to set the rest of my face. I'm using the Dior Powder No Powder in the shade 6N and my Colored Rain large powder brush. Alright you guys, so I did my lower lash line off camera and I'm going to go in with some bronzer. I'm using the No Limits matte bronzer in the shade Strength and I'm taking this on a Morphe E4 brush. Before I go in and touch up my blush, I'm going in with some highlights. I'm using the Aim High Pressed Highlighter in the shade Genuine, and I'm taking this on a Morphe M510 brush. Just a little bit. Yeah. So I'm taking back the Wet n Wild brush and I'm going back in with the blush, just a little bit. If there's one thing I love about this blush is that I can apply it on top of powder and it will not move anything. I love this blush. Before I jump into the lips, I'm going to set my face with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray just because I'm going to have this face on all day and I need it to last under a mask. So for the lips, I already lined my lips with the ColourPop BFF 4 lip liner and I'm going to be using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Cairo. And for gloss, I'm going to go in with some of this Milani Keep It Full gloss in the shade Soft Rose. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look. So my final thoughts on the concealer. I actually really like it. I love the shade TN6. If I want a more brighter under eye, I'll definitely go like a shade above for a more brightening effect, but this shade is perfect for everyday wear. I'd say it's a really nice everyday kind of concealer. If you've tried the LYS foundation, I told you guys this is one of my favorite everyday foundation and I feel like this is going to pair really well. Well, it pairs really well with the foundation as a everyday combo. So the coverage that you are missing from the foundation, the concealer will definitely make up for that. It looks beautiful on the skin. Let's see how it wears. I'll tell you guys more about how it wears in another video, but so far I actually really like this concealer. I love everything else that I own from LYS and this is just the icing on the cake. It is beautiful. They're doing really good. So if you want to try this concealer, if you're looking for something for everyday wear, definitely pick this one up from LYS. The price point is perfect and it's just a really nice concealer. I love the way it looks under my eyes. No bunch of creasing. It's set beautifully. It blends like a dream, and I just love the way how the skin looks nice and healthy and very lightweight. Like everything on my face is just lightweight, and I love that, and it gives a nice skin effect, and I really do like this concealer. So if you wanted to try it out and you were waiting for my review, definitely pick it up. I do recommend it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you tried this concealer before, or if you've tried anything from LYS, let me know your favorite product in the comment section down below. As I said before, I do have a discount code with LYS, so I will have that on the screen. If you want to grab anything from the LYS website, you can use my code, I believe, to save 20% off. So I'll have that on the screen as well as in the description down below. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.